Hi everyone, welcome to Real Talks with Kenny Smith. I'm Kenny Smith. Today we'll be talking to many guests. The show, we've got a lot of questions from many people about forensics. So my first guest is my actually high school classmate, professor and doctor. Welcome. How have you been?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. The thing is, we've got a lot of questions on all our social networks for the show. This is actually your first time on Real Talks, right?
Yes.
So, welcome. One of the questions from Twitter was, as a doctor, do you think should forensics be more into law or more into science?
I think it should be more into science. I think we need to get things done, look into it deeper.
Okay, good. That was a Twitter question. Now, how do you feel about the problems with forensics?
So let me start by saying the shows that people watch don't show what forensics is really about. It's not that easy to catch a criminal, but of course, there are problems with forensics. Not every science is perfect. There's room for fixing, but nothing major. But again, not everything is 100% perfect.
Now, do you think forensics is a real science? You were saying it should lean towards the science side than from the law. Do you think it's a real science?
Well, yes, of course. I feel like forensics is a real science. There's a lot of aspects of biology and chemistry in it, as well as physics. There are sciences which makes forensics a science. People like Mr. Fisher feel like because of the law aspect, it should be science shouldn't be in a courtroom, Mr. Fisher quoted.
Interesting. That was in the New York Times article.
Yes.
What's your take on the biggest problem in forensics with the false fingerprints, the false positive in fingerprint identification?
So that's something that I do agree on has to be fixed. This is causing innocent people to go to jail as well as keeping criminals on the streets. The forensics community has to fix the ASIF system as well as AFIS system. These systems have been sloppy and have hurt many people. I believe we need a system that will guarantee to catching the suspect.
Yeah, I mean, that's something they should fix up on with innocent people going to jail. I think that's something that they should work on. What do you think they need to do to fix that problem, to keep those people away and lock those people up that need to be locked up?
Well, I'm not sure there's major fixing to do, but they need to make better decisions on fingerprinting and having things computerized. Well, because having things computerized will speed things up and be much more efficient. They also have to be less on bias when we're not sure what the decision is.
Yeah, that I do agree. Do you think everything should be computerized in the forensics world and in other worlds? Do you think everything now, as we're monitoring into technology, should be computerized?
Well, yes, having all records computerized will not only speed up the process, but also be more efficient to find the suspect and put them in jail where they belong.
Interesting. Yeah, I mean, but there are some problems with computerized, but I think, yeah, it will. You said before that TV shows like CSI and all these other forensic science shows, how they don't really show what forensics really is. Now, can you elaborate on that? Can you explain what you mean on that?
So let me start by saying this. The shows are made for entertainment. The experiments they do are what forensic scientists do. The process in the shows are quicker than real life. But some things you see are very far-fetched and are impossible. The shows try to move forensic science in a more entertaining way for their viewers. There are accuracies, but as well as some false ideas.
Now, do you see the other side of the argument where people say forensics isn't a real science? How they say it, like Mr. Fisher said, it should stay in court because it's in court.
Right. Yes, I see that. I see how people could think that.
Interesting. Sounds good. Hope to see you again soon on the show.